Hello and welcome to Travel Beans. I'm Emma, behind the camera is Alex, and we are a couple who work online as digital nomads and love to travel. Today we are in Istanbul, and before we came here we had no idea that it was full of so many unique and interesting neighborhoods. Today we are exploring the neighborhood of Kuzguncuk, which is a really colorful, cozy little neighborhood that we are really excited to go and explore.
The small neighbourhood of Kuzguncuk, try and say that when you're drunk, has become somewhat of an Instagram heaven. But before the gram became an essential part of our pointless little lives, this place was actually very interesting in its own right. The word Kuzguncuk in Turkish means little raven, and I actually have no idea what that's got to do with anything. But throughout the centuries, this has been a peaceful place for a number of different groups. There has been the Armenians, the Greeks, the Turks, and the Jewish! Yes! That's right.
One interesting little fact for all of you animal lovers out there is that Istanbul is absolutely covered in stray cats. They're everywhere! Usually when we're seeing stray animals on our travels, they tend to be stray dogs, and when we do see a stray cat, it tends to look a little bit scraggy and malnourished. However, that is not the case with the Turkish cats. These guys look happy and healthy, and we got a little insight as to how they are so happy and healthy here in Istanbul. We actually saw one of the locals here bringing out food and leaving it on the street for them. And actually, a lot of streets that you walk down, you can see little pots of water and food left on the side of the road for them. Alex and I are definitely too lazy to find out why exactly there are so many cats in Istanbul, so we're going to put the question onto you. If you have any idea or even know the true reason why there's so many cats in Istanbul, leave it in the comments below.
I've just seen something for the first time on my travels, which I honestly never thought I was going to see. I am so excited I've seen it, and it is as ridiculous as I imagined it would be. Have you ever seen the music videos on TV, and especially rap music videos? Because you see them rapping in like a public place, and I always wonder, like, what does it actually look like when they're making a music video? Well, I can tell you it looks exactly like you would imagine it. We've just come across some local Turkish people making a rap music video. They were playing it on their phone. I had to film it from afar, but I just thought it was hilarious, and it's actually given me a kind of idea.
Girl, you should wear a name tag. Vicious presenting. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Let's go. Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Girl, you should wear a name tag, 'cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag. That's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag. It's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag.
We came to Kuzguncuk with my parents, and I'm going to keep saying the name Kuzguncuk because it's taken me long enough to learn it, so I need to at least be able to use it. We came here with my parents when they were here, and we decided we wanted to come back and make a video just about this place because it was so nice. But when we came before, we just spent it on the main road, which is actually really busy. We decided to get away from the main area this time and check out some of the smaller and quieter streets. It really didn't take long because almost instantly, once we were off the main path, there is no one here. And so we've just been walking around, just coming up the hill to try and get a view of the Bosphorus. And as you're coming along, come with me this way, we have these really old wooden houses from the Ottoman Empire which seem to be sprinkled, what a word, nice, all over the area. They all seem to be in very good condition. They're painted in loads of different vibrant colours, which makes them so photogenic.
I can honestly say that I am falling head over heels with Istanbul. This has to be one of my top cities I've ever been to. I love it so, so much. It's such a colorful, vibrant, beautiful, unique city, and actually just walking around the streets for me is better than doing any sightseeing. It's absolutely fantastic, and the only thing that I do love more than walking around the streets and soaking all of it in is the Turkish food.
Don't you worry yourselves, because the beans have got you covered for food as well. The main street in Kuzguncuk is absolutely chock-a-block with restaurants and cafes to tickle even the fussiest of taste buds. You can't come to Turkey without trying a doner kebab, and I've had quite a few already in my time in Turkey, but none worth filming. But I have a feeling that today is the day. Right now we're at the restaurant of Mehmet, which is apparently the 4th best kebabery, is that a word, in Istanbul. So that's right, it's not the 1st best, it's not the 2nd best, and I know how to count, and I know you do too, 3, it's the 4th best. Now of course this is all subjective. Basically if it's good, it's good. It's like saying that you have the 2nd best dad in the world, because in the grand scheme of things, that makes him pretty good. They have just delivered my food, and I know that it's hiding under this bread. Well, I assume it is, I haven't looked, but I thought it would be nice to do the reveal with you, because my mouth is watering, hopefully yours is too. Oh my goodness. I have gone for your classic doner kebab, which looks like here we have a layer of chips, we have a layer of meat, and we've got a layer of bread. This is the best looking doner kebab I've ever seen, to be honest, even down to how they're making it. I'm not actually sure what is the proper way to eat it, but I'm just gonna go for it anyway. So I'm gonna take this bread, I'm just gonna shove in a bunch of salad, shove in a bit of meat. Do I chuck in a chip?
Yeah, get everything in there.
Chuck in a chip, chuck in 2 chips. Wrap it together. I mean, to me, this literally looks absolutely epic. I'm not sure to Turkish people if this is. All in one.
You definitely lost some letters there.
Traditional or not, eat it this way. As Emma is a vegetarian, sometimes we have this thing when I say to her, this would be a moment where it's worth trying the meat. I only ever say this very rarely to her. Without doubt, this is one of those times. 4th best, 1st best, doesn't matter. This is outrageously good.
Wow. In England, when we think of cheese, we think salt. We think salty flavoured things, savoury flavoured things. We definitely are not thinking about dessert. However, in Turkey, this dessert, which is called künefe, is actually a cheese dessert. Now, the only cheese-based dessert I can think of is a cheesecake. So I'm actually hoping this is going to taste a little bit like a hot, crunchy cheesecake inside. But it is going to be pretty hard to get my head around the idea of eating some gooey, hot, cheesy thing that's not going to be salty inside. I'm pretty sure inside is goat's cheese, and then on the outside we have this crispy pastry layer. On top of it we have goat's cream, I think, and a sprinkling of pistachios on the top. Everything sounds good individually. I haven't got a clue what it's going to taste like, so I'm just going to dig right in. I hope this isn't too hot. I'm going to scald my mouth out because I'm just going to shove it all in. I don't really know what to do with it. That is amazing. Oh my god, it's so good. You have that almost mozzarella-like texture. It's very stringy and chewy, but it's definitely still got that slight hint of savoury cheese in there. But then it's encrusted in this sweet layer with this blob of cream on the top and the nuts. Oh my goodness, I just found myself my new favourite thing.
Unfortunately, the sun is setting on another Travel Beans video. That's right, guys, we're breaking up and it's the end of the channel!
Oh, he hasn't told me this. As I said before, absolutely loving this city, loving these neighbourhoods, and cannot wait to show you guys more of them.
If you're interested in this lifestyle, search for our Facebook group of Earn Less and Live More.
This is not necessarily about earning as little money as possible. This philosophy is all about focusing less on money and more on happiness and what makes you happy in your lifestyle.
Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up.
And don't forget to leave us a comment. What other awesome Turkish food do we need to try?
If you're new to the channel, then press the subscribe button and block your ears because something is going to happen and you don't really want to know what it is. Thank you very much for watching. This quiet little peaceful town doesn't deserve it, but beads out!